24 years old, an Air Force veteran, married, and the father of our first child, who was 2 months old when I enrolled at the university.
Wow.
We had a second son prior to my graduation, though. My goal, I thought, was to major in mathematics and to teach math and to coach basketball and baseball in high school as a career. As a veteran, I received $135 a month, and I swept floors in the math building for 3 hours a day at 65 cents an hour, which was really big. I refereed high school and college basketball games during the season then.
Sure.
And Dr. Springer, who was the head of the math department at the time, was also my advisor when I started, because I was majoring in math. Also, during my entire time at OU, the tuition was $4 an hour for up to 16 hours. And over 16 hours, there was no tuition cost. So, that's the reason that I averaged 20 hours a semester during my whole OU career. After 2 years as a math major, I realized that my goal was no longer to teach and coach.
So you had to change.
I had to change, and I did that with some assistance from and suggestion from Dr. Springer, who felt that maybe his comment was, you're too logical to stay into the math program, and you finished all of your math courses now that you'll need in engineering. And so I met with Dr. Tom Love, who was a young mechanical engineering professor, and he encouraged me to transfer to engineering, and he was my advisor and major professor for the rest of my career at OU. Well, a great deal, in probably a different way than a lot. Dr. Love was outstanding in his field, and he also had sufficient business contacts and experience in national organizations to be a great advisor and counselor. And he was also an Air Force veteran, so we had that in common. And as my education progressed, it became clear that my goal was a career in engineering and management, which was another thing that Dr. Springer had mentioned. He said, you know, management may be the thing that you end up with. And so I was encouraged by Dr. Love and was reinforced that idea that my career needed to change, my goal needed to change, was reinforced by a summer job between my junior and senior years with Western Electric in Oklahoma City. The one thing, though, that I did learn during that time was that management was the direction that I wanted to go. I was chief engineer for Western Electric, and then I was sales vice president for AT&T Network Systems when I retired. And I guess the best thing I could say is to study hard, listen to your advisors, determine your professional goals as quickly as possible, as early as possible,